I ran out to get a pack of cigarettes, but I left my wallet at home. Yeah, that's me. I'm getting old. My name is Sonny Featherland, an investigator for 20 years, and once the star of the predatory division of the Clawville Police Department, one half of the legendary Chicken Police. But buying a pack of smokes is more than I can handle right now. Maybe I should just lay low. Yeah, I'll do that. The most colorful place in the wilderness. For all the gods, what bullshit. The last clucking color left this city years ago. And slowly I'll turn gray, too. Still, what do I expect? We're living in a vast experiment, and don't even notice that everything got clucked up a long time ago. We believe in this wonderland of peaceful coexistence. Wolves and sheep, chickens and hounds. Yeah, sure, why not? It's just ridiculous. The dog eats the chicken. It's in our nature. I'm not propping up the illusion anymore. 121 days, and it's over. Retirement. What could possibly go wrong? Ah, crap. My office lock is a piece of shit if a dame can pick it. She stood in the darkness. The light painted stripes on her body. It whispered secret little things that were never there in the first place. But she was no zebra. Reality was just a light switch away. Elizabeth or Charlotte? I was sure she'd have a sophisticated-sounding name. She had a bygone look in her eyes, older than this ancient building, and perhaps the whole city itself. Or maybe I'm just drunk. But she was the first womanly thing in my place for a long time, so I had to give her a chance.
Let me introduce myself. My name is Deborah, Miss Deborah Ibanez.
You're mistaken, ma'am.
Oh, really? Please enlighten me, Mr. Featherland.
I'm not a private eye. I'd recommend Mr. Philmar Lowe instead of me.
Believe me, Mr. Featherland, it's not an accident I came to you.
Look, miss, I work for the police, and I'm currently on leave. I couldn't accept private commissions even if I wanted to.
Am I that easy to read?
That's my job. But tell me, since you've invited yourself in, would you like a drink?
I don't usually drink.
Well, I've got to have one. And it'd be rude of me to drink alone. So, maybe some sherry?
If you insist. But bourbon, please.
Huh. Thank the wild ones. That's all I have.
What a coincidence.
So come on, spill it. Who is this dame, anyway? And what the cluck is she doing in my apartment on New Year's Eve? That's better. Now, if I understand correctly, your mistress is receiving threats. What kind of threats, exactly?
It's a very strange matter. First, there were letters. Then it came printed on a wine bottle's label, sent as a gift. Then carved into a brick, thrown through the window. And finally, they painted it on the wall of the house in giant red letters.
I think it's time to dig a little deeper. If you don't mind, I'd like to ask you some routine questions.
Please, that's why I'm here.
I must be cautious and smart. This dame seems shy, which I can use to my advantage. But I must be careful about what I say to her, or I could scare her. Who exactly are you, ma'am?
I'm not somebody important, Mr. Featherland.
You're important enough to deal with such a delicate matter.
I carry out the wishes of my employer, nothing more. This means...
You've been thrown into deep water, sweetheart. Tell me, can you even swim?
Believe me, this is just as unpleasant for me as it is for you. If...
Tell me, which part of the city do you live in? Calavera Hill?
Look, I don't want to answer that. I'm here on behalf of my employer, and not...
Fair point, Deborah. Let's try a different... Why did you have to visit me this particular evening?
I have my reasons. I may look like a silly little fawn, and maybe I am, but
I don't doubt that for a second.
This day is essential to my mistress, and she thought it's also
a message in itself, for sure.
You know what? I'll just take that as a compliment, even if it wasn't meant to.
Why did you come to visit me? Why not your
My employer is Miss Natasha Katsenko. She hasn't been leaving her home lately, only if she really has to.
How so?
Miss Natasha is afraid. She's scared because of those
So she's that kind of woman.
I don't know what you mean.
Of course you do, Deborah. Thank you, by the way. We avoided the point long enough. Deborah's hiding something. I'm sure it's not intentional, but,
I'm not sure I understand you, Mr. Feather.
Cut the crap, Deborah. You're a pretty smart girl, and you can't hide that no matter how hard you try. But ever since we've been talking, I couldn't...
I'm sorry, Mr. Featherland, you're right. I'll try to be more...
I appreciate that, ma'am. Are you in some sort of jam?
Nothing of the sort. There are simple...
Then you're wasting my time.
I trust your instincts.
Yeah, and I have no other...
To be honest, no, Mr. Featherland.
Don't you think this whole...
Look, Santino.
I have no doubt about that. You look just the type, sweetheart.
I'll take that as a compliment. Or maybe...
You see, we're starting to understand each other. If you won't come...
But, Mr. Featherland...
I'm sorry, sweetheart, but I'm way too...
Please, just think again. For me and my...
Tell me, Deborah, why should I believe you?
Because my mistress trusts...
Should that be enough?
If you really like what she thinks you are...
Damn, what can I say to that?
Look, I didn't mean to back you up again.
You have a way with words, sweetheart. Did you ever...
No, not for the world.
Smart answer. Be honest and tell me what you're so...
You know, Mr. Featherland, my mistress's partner is Hobart Wessler.
Ibn Wessler, the Kingpin.
Exactly.
Feathery gods, help me.
So you get it now.
To put it mildly, I think I understand it all. Wessler. books I'm never gonna read. Maybe nobody ever has. I don't see colors anymore. Only emptiness. Everything. She doesn't seem so dangerous that I need to grab my gun, but... My wallet and my badge. The wallet is real. The badge ain't. Chief Bloodboil took mine, so I got this one out of a pack of... My last cigarette. You're... I don't even know where the key is. Whatever's inside is gonna stay there forever. Just a bunch of useless crap in there. Just a bunch of don't even know what these papers are. I need it. I need it. Every whiskey has the same color nowadays, at least in this price range. I promised myself I'd write a novel one. I can't even remember the last time I used it. Maybe I'm really gonna write that novel, if I make it to it. Maybe I'm really gonna... The Wild Gentlemen. Those guys rebuilt the city after the Great Fire of 867. My heroes when I was a little chick. I'm starting... We used to be star cops a few years ago. Tabloid press, radio interviews, and even a book series. I don't miss those days. Of course, Marty, my old partner, would disagree. He just loved... M.B. Davis, the eternal king of jazz. The photo is from the days of jazz prohibition. I only heard the old man live one time, but I'll... The good things in life don't last long. The best ones always leave first. I saw that in the window of a This is one of the most beautiful memories from my old life. But if only I were half as gutsy as these guys. Maybe in another life. If only I... God damn, what an embarrassment. He was a genius. It seems like a different life. Molly, where do you live now? Behind that door lies the kingdom of dirty clothes, cigarette butts, and empty bottles. My bedroom. Sort. Nothing interesting in there. But if there is, nothing interesting. Why don't you take it to the police? Just go there and file a report. Photos, flashing lights, fingerprints.
Please, take a...
Well, okay. Let's...
I know Molly very well. Please note this when deciding whether or not to accept my assignment. Miss Ibanez is a trusted friend. Treat her as gentleman.
I haven't dusted you off in a while, partner. Looks like I haven't dusted... Ironic, but ever since I've been on furlough, with only my fake badge sitting in my cabinet, I feel more like a cop. Oh man, I totally get you. Oh man. I felt like I'd been hit on the back of my head with a blackjack. Reality tilted. Molly. Good gods. What was her name doing there? I glanced at the opposite wall, with the well-worn picture frames. Like an eternally dark hole in the wall. A missing piece. She was wearing a light silk dress and singing a lullaby. The waves caressing her beautiful long legs. Why Molly?
Mr. Featherland? Santino.
What the hell is this supposed?
I don't know anything, Mr. Santino. My mistress told me to give this to you.
Oh, of course I understand, Miss Ibanez. I get it very well. But this case is becoming more...
Blackmail.
Don't play innocent with me.
But...
All right.
Visit. Me?
Not you. Miss Katsa...
Oh, yes. You can find her...
Didn't you tell me she's not the social kind? That she's especially unsociable? Or does...
No, she's really not like that.
Judging by the flyer, it must be a very busy club.
I'm sure you'll have no trouble finding Miss Katsenko, but there's one...
Let me guess. Mr. Wessler better...
Exactly. How did you know?
20 years experience, ma'am. Oh, and please, call me.
It was a pleasure to meet you,
I'll talk about the rest with Ms. Katsenko in person. A good friend of...
I'd appreciate that, Sonny.
Hey, Lewis. Am I bothering you?
Of course not, Sonny.
Could you come over? I've got a favor to ask if you're not busy.
For you?
Lewis arrived a few minutes later. He lived in the rooms above, so it wasn't difficult getting here. Not to mention that he's a rabbit. It was a quick hop. The Atlas Hotel was his inheritance. It was once a well-renowned place, but not anymore. The last economic crisis ruined it. And now, besides me... Thanks for being so quick, Lewis. Can you drive Miss Ibanez home?
Of course, Sonny. You know,
Thank you for being so considerate, son.
Don't mention it.
Goodbye, then.
So long, Deborah. Before I visit the club, I have to take a detour. I've got a feeling that this case isn't going to be a one-man job. And there's only one bird in... It was New Year's Eve, and I was driving, half drunk, risking my whole life's work. But still, it didn't feel any different. Every day was the same. And the 121 days I had left till my retirement seemed like an eternity. When I look out the window of the hotel room I call home, I see the same thing every day. A woman in a red nightgown dances slowly in circles to smooth music. The 9 o'clock show, with a glass of cheap bourbon and the red gown with the silent music. In the meantime, the proud city of Clawville is slowly eating itself alive. And we're still here, with nothing left to lose but our sanity, while others, the smart ones, had already gone. Molly. Does her name really upset me this much? All those years of solitude, and I still jump without question every time I hear it. And then there's Marty, my ex-partner, who hates me. But I know I have to speak with him, no matter what. Why do I feel like the past is watching me on this goddamn night? I knew where to find Marty. At the station, we'd always draw straws about holiday duty. Marty never joined in. He always took the New Year's Eve shift, even though he had someone to go home to. I understood. 10 years ago, we survived the... This happened when that old bloodhound, Bloodboil, was promoted to chief of police. The Castilia clan thought this would frighten the old hound, but retaliation came the next morning. Raids on 4 warehouses, a dozen bad guys dead, and twice... Nobody messed with old Bloodboil after that, or Chief Marrowbone, as they call him around here. Could have been fixed up ages ago, but it was the chief's explicit demand not to. They can say a lot of things about the old hound. Could have been fixed up ages... Every time this poster disappears, good old Bloodboil puts it right back, immediately. I tore it down at least 3 times already. I'm sure it's Blood Boil himself taping back the torn-off posters, like some maniac. He must have a dozen of those. I'm sure it's Blood Boil. Phyllis and Royce. Two hedgehogs with an arrogance typical of novice cops. They're as prickly...
Well, look at that. Hey, Sonny. What you scratching out over here? I heard the big boss threw you out.
Tough luck, boys. I may not be on duty, but I'm still a cop. Just like you. Well...
Hey, you don't have to be so peckish, old bud. By the way, you're unlocked.
Oh, God. That clumsy buffalo is here tonight. If he doesn't end up in a cell again.
You got it.
You looking for Marty, eh?
I see you're still the brains around here, Phyllis. Yeah, I'm looking for Marty.
I see you're still the funny guy round here. You'll find the giant feather duster at the shooting range.
Hey, Royce, I'm telling you this because maybe you'll be able to understand. If this prickly shithead makes another...
I'd love to see that.
Hey, whose side are you on, you jerk?
By the way, what's with the raincoats? Couldn't you find an umbrella?
Why? Frank says it'll be rain. And see, it's raining. He's a...
Yeah, well, I'm a rooster, but I hate getting up early.
Raincoats are just fine, okay. You have a problem with that, Sonny?
No, just, you know, the spikes sticking through and all.
Is something wrong with our spikes, chicken?
Yeah, you know what? Just forget it. Whoa. Don't you freeze, boys? It's...
Yeah, truth be told, I'll freeze to my bones, Sonny.
Really? I don't know why.
Don't listen to him, Royce. And you got nothing better to do.
But... okay. Just... so...
What? Why are you still sneaking around here?
It always astonishes me how block-headed you two are.
What? Why are you...
It always astonishes... Back in the day, I used to patrol the city's streets in one of these. I don't miss it. If you drive a cop car in Clawville, you can do almost anything you want. Until you've got the red and blue on, nobody... If you drive a cop car... Here we are again, Clawville Police Department. I've never been good at history, but if I'm not mistaken, this place has been a church, a hospital, and even some insane cult's secret... Honor, strength, unity. For the love of the one. Monica Rosen. Hey, Monica.
Hey, Boss Bird. What are you doing here?
Every day's a holiday since I got out of here.
I can tell. But what are you doing here? Are you here for a file?
Yeah, you could look after a few things for me, but first I'd like to talk to Mr. Big Beak McChicken himself. Those two prickly assholes told me he's emptying the magazines.
Like always. And if he carries on like that, he's gonna use up all our ammo. So it would be nice if you drag him out of there. You know...
For him?
You know I didn't mean it like that.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so just sign here and you're good to go.
Thank you, darling.
Don't mention it, Boss Bird.
This is gonna be a hard ride. Last time we saw each other, he had a smoking gun in his hand, and I was bleeding. I don't know how we can...
I was just about to go when you came in, so if you want shooting practice, maybe turn on the light.
You're right. I'm gonna do that.
I was just about to...
You're right. Hey, Marty.
Oh, well, look who's here. Hello, Boss Bird. What, are you lost? This is the PD building, you know?
Cut the shit, Marty. We're better than this.
Well, at least you are. Better than anyone, huh?
Marty, come on, let's forget that. What's
easy for you to say, son.
Damn it, Marty, you shot me, remember? I almost...
Hell yeah, I remember. Unfortunately...
I need your help, okay? That's what you want to hear?
Well, it's a...
Okay, I've said it. I won't do it.
Yeah, right.
So, are you in? Just for tonight. A personal one.
How personal?
Very. The kind of case where if you come with me right now...
Ooh, damn, Sonny. Stop it right there. I'm in.
That's it.
Do you know how boring life is here without your stupid, reckless shit? Soon enough,
I'll tell you in the car.
Ooh, can I bring Bertha?
Ah, for the love of... Marty, this is a routine case. You can't bring your shotgun, okay?
Okay. But at least Susie can...
All right, Susie can come.
That's what I want to hear.
Hey, there were 4 weapons here. Where are the others? You're not bringing...
Oh, we're going to a bar, aren't we?
Yeah, that's the point.
And? What?
A buffalo killer and 2 handguns? We're only there to sniff around, not start a gun.
War, bar, what's the difference?
Of all that's furry, you know what? I don't even care.
That's the spirit.
Serious.
Who said I have...
Hey, Marty.
Yeah, very funny. We're good, by the way. Mostly.
Glad to hear it.
She asks a lot about you.
Really?
Yeah. She always hated you for getting me into trouble all the time.
Understandable.
But she also...
Oh, well, thanks. That's...
If I'm honest with you, she loved the chicken police, Marty, better than...
Well, I think I'll take that as a compliment.
Whatever, Sonny.
So, the pellets tore my right hip to pieces. So, yes. The doctor says I'll live.
Good to hear.
Fuck off. Still drink coffee?
Yeah, my only poison. Except for guns, of course.
We could visit our old haunt. What do you think?
Oh, a nice cup of Zips coffee and the hot dog. I'm in. Oh, and maybe we'll get into a little...
If it comes to that, I'm leaving you without a blink.
Oh, yeah, like last time?
Those were, different times, Marty.
Well...
You don't have to come with me, you know.
Okay, I know. Let's... Sonny, there's a little...
Not so little, and it smells, too. What?
Well, it seems we...
Oh, yes, we can. You have your rifle.
What?
Just kidding.
What a surprise. The 2 pigeons back together. And without...
Chief Bloodboil.
Damn.
What was that, Santino?
Nothing, sir. What a lovely evening.
I don't want to hear your crowing, Santino. What the hell are you doing?
Hey, careful with the racist bar.
Oh, it's getting hot in here. Can we just skip...
And you're on duty, if I'm not mistaken, Martin. Where do you think...
That's it, boss. To serve and protect. Sonny was in the neighborhood and stopped by to say hi.
Only on paper, and you know that very well, Detective.
I don't want any trouble, boss. I just wanted to say hi to Monica, and then this feather pillow showed up. I invited him to grab a quick coffee.
Your coffee breaks usually end up in shooting or brawling, chickens.
Oh, just a coffee, boss. I swear. Oh, have a heart. It's New Year's Eve, and I haven't seen my old partner.
How touching. You shot him with a shotgun, if I remember.
Family quarrel.
For all the marrow bones of the world, get the hell out of...
Have a lovely evening, boss.
You especially. Fuck off right now, Santi.
We can't avoid speaking with the chief first, and it would be... We're leaving, sweetheart.
Stay safe, boys. I'm glad to see...
I'm afraid you're alone with...
Hey, don't make me change my mind.
You won't, Marty. I bet you can't wait to get mixed up in some serious...
Yep, that's true.
I'm serious, boys. Be careful.
We're big birds, Monica. We can take care of ourselves.
Okay, but take care of each other.
Will do, Monica.
Yes, ma'am.
The hop dog was like the last warning. You can still turn back. My eyes lingered on the sign. An enormous dog. Like a neon god with limitless power over cheap hot dogs, plastic hamburgers, and watered-down coffee. Hey, pal. Can you hear me?
Is he dead?
I don't know. Maybe he just...
Or he doesn't want...
That's also there.
There used to be such life around here before it became an instant.
That was a very long time.
I was a little chick. And the hop dog had the best
Well, since Zip became the owner, the cook, and the waitress, I imagine it's...
True.
But at least the coffee's...
That's right. I have no idea what that mongrel's doing with it, and I...
of all that's furry.
Is this still a thing?
The situation's getting even worse, Marty. Have you heard how
I have...
prostitution is the lesser evil? What's worse is that some folks have to sell their kids when they're still larvae.
Wait, what?
They pay a hefty sum for each of them downtown. They sell them as gourmet.
Oh, I'm gonna be sick.
We made this city, Marty. Clawville didn't do this to itself. Don't ever forget that.
Ugh, the place is deserted. Poor...
You're right.
Yep, the guy's middle name.
That's for sure.
Hello, boys. Now, get the hell out of here while I'm asking nicely.
Hey, is that how you greet two old friends?
Hey, I'm not joking, Sonny. I got a shotgun under the bar.
No, you don't, because if you had, we'd arrest you here and now.
If there's still life in you when you're full of buckshot.
Ah, it's going well so far.
We're just here for a coffee, Zip, okay? Like old...
Nothing's like old times. Haven't you noticed?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, it's...
Shit. All right.
We haven't been anywhere, yet. But we're going so...
Everybody's going somewhere, right?
Tell me, how much do you know?
That depends.
Bottom of the well kind. Goes down around...
Holy hell! Wessler? You've dipped your wings in deep shit.
If you've got anything on him, don't keep it to yourself.
Grateful. Maybe you're not gonna trash my joint this time, huh? You know, Ibn's acting strange nowadays. He always believed that if you want something done, you do it yourself.
And?
But now, he left his real estate, the fish racing clubs, the casinos, and the bars to his right-hand man, Mongrel Mick. And ever since, he's been kinda weird. Bottomed out. Brooding in the seediest joints in...
Yeah, weird. Do you think it's about...
It's always about a lady.
Well, there is a woman.
I knew it.
But not like you think.
Is this gonna cost much?
Only a favor. Like the good old days.
Okay, I'm in. So, Ibn's gone insane.
Love will kill you in the end, they say.
Seems like everyone's in a poetic mood to...
You're one to talk, by the way.
Huh? Why? Have you ever been to that place?
Of course, 100 times. Everyone who matters in this city's been there. Sorry.
Business affairs, right?
Yeah, that was the dark era, Sonny.
Roger that.
I've got to say, you've revamped the joint pretty well.
After you trashed it,
Look, I'm sorry, Zip. That ocelot...
Baboon, not gorilla.
Whatever.
Sonny, what's your...
So you owe me one until about the end of time. But I'd settle for you washing up here for a few years after retirement, Sonny.
Mind your tongue, Furball. So, about that woman. Is she really that dangerous?
What woman isn't, huh?
No, Zip. I mean really dangerous.
She's got the most influential gangster of the city wrapped around her finger. She calls him her little furball.
You didn't get any younger, pal.
You're telling me? You look like you haven't had a good night's sleep since forever.
To be honest, I've never had a good night's sleep in my life.
You will when the big sleep comes.
And what are your plans? Dying behind the bar?
Of course. You got a better idea?
A couple, yeah. But somehow this suits you.
You know what? Your mother's a goat. That Natasha's a mysterious woman. A real cursed jewel, if you ask me. She came out of nowhere to it.
Is that so? Interesting.
Yeah, she's got a fantastic voice. Makes men go crazy. But we all know that's not what's important. Then suddenly, bam! She got the whole club. Just like that.
I can imagine, yeah. Since then, it operates under the name...
The old click is still clicking, right? Yeah, the club was renamed and remodeled. Everyone knows she was Ibn's lover, but she's not you.
Then how exactly does she fit into the picture?
Check this. A few months ago, the old rat pulled out of his own businesses and gave control to...
Mongrel Mick. Doesn't sound...
Mick the Marauder, ring a bell?
Damn, that little monkey came this far?
I think that little shit took advantage of Ibn not being himself.
Which has something to do with this... Natan...
That's my guess.
Thanks for this straight dope, Zip. We owe you one.
One? You owe me the price of a new coffee shop.
Okay. Whatever you need. Just...
I clucking will.
Thanks, pal.
Hey, I'm not your pal, Marty.
Highlight of...
Yeah, I can smell it already. How does he make the coffee?
Look at that mangy trash panda and tell me, do you really want to know?
You're...
As always.
And voila!
What a finch.
Sonny, he's a pigeon, not a finch.
Don't make me angry, Marty.
Okay, I was only joking.
You sure talk.
And maybe the past is haunting me. Once a rat, always a rat, right?
Oh, come on, Zippy. Don't be so hard on yourself. You got out in time, and you've been...
Yeah, right. How...
It's more than what many others get, believe...
He sure didn't...
Oh, pretty...
You think he's still mad at us?
Frankly, Marty, I don't give... What's this no...
What do you think? If I let one in... Oh,
What client?
that's it.
Yeesh. My condolences, pal. I see your cleaning lady...
Yeah, she set foot in the bedroom once. I haven't seen her since. I didn't dare to go out.
Oh, I wouldn't want to go in there either.
Cigarettes and whiskey.
Yeah, with a hint of dirty laundry, but no.
Ah, that. No, that's got to be the Ibanez dame. You know, the broad who gave me the letter. And the job, obviously.
Ah, pretty, huh? I can smell it. She's an exotic.
Furry hell. That's why Chief Inspector Bloodboil hates you so much. He's jealous because your nose is better than a clucking...
The bitter old dog. He just hates all foul.
Ah, true. Except for Monica.
Monica's a fairy, not a bird.
Well, let's gather my stuff and head to the club. We gotta find out who this Natasha is and what she wants from us. I mean, what she really wants.
After you, Boss Bird. I wouldn't like to touch anything in here anyway. If it's okay, I'll...
Sure, just do it quiet.
It would be best to board it up. It'd go well with this rundown neighbor.
It may be run down, but somehow I still feel...
Sure. You could live in Cockroach Town. That's an honest place, too. Has a similar stink.
Believe me, Marty, I thought about it.
Why am I not surprised?
I wanted to travel the world when I was a kid, but I think I'm gonna end up dead in here, whether I...
When was the last...
I don't know. I guess you're right. At least, you mean the...
Yeah.
Yeah,
that depends. You still don't eat meat, old man?
I'm a rooster, a chicken. Why the hell would...
I don't mean real meat. I'm not a lunatic. But a meat substitute? There's about 10 different kinds.
Why would I? If I don't eat meat, why would I eat it?
Because you can. That
Wild gods, Marty. Stop being such a sheep. Do you fall for...
substitute isn't meat, Sonny. And if it's tasty, why wouldn't I?
I don't care what you eat. But don't be surprised when you lose all your feathers or you try to bite off your own. What inside? Well, that's a good...
Look at these two simpletons.
They don't even realize that...
For the wild god's sake, don't...
I already tried, but nothing...
Figures.
Hello, gents. Everything all right?
Aye, everything's just... Well, look, the chick police are together again.
Hey, that reminds me. Look at what I found under my coat.
Whoa, 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 don't shoot. We were just joking, okay?
Yeah, I was just joking, too. I'll never get bored with the...
I wonder why they thought you would shoot at another cop.
Hey, it's just happened once, okay?
You're right, Marty. And we all know it was an act.
See?
Midnight had passed, and the intoxicated madness kicked in. We could only crawl along Shalva District's main street toward downtown. The city's heart beat differently. Ancient buildings were defaced by neon signs and billboards, like half-drunk lovers on a fine leather sofa. Great old houses neighbored by garish modern blocks. A place that makes the head hurt. The Tsar's huge neon sign was visible for miles. A blazing red sign advertised tonight's main attraction, the amazing Natasha. Cops were never welcomed at places like this. I hoped we were too late for the show. We had to be inconspicuous, but it was never easy with this bird mountain by my side.
Ah, so this is the famous Tsar Club.
More like infamous, Marty. It's not for our kind, that's for sure. And I don't mean that...
Well, at least we don't have to be afraid that they see you as a detective, Boss Bird.
Very funny, Marty.
So what are we gonna do now?
We find Natasha, the broad who sent me the message, remember? But first, we need to get into the club. And Marty...
Excuse me? On behalf of the well-respected and noble...
Cut the crap, Marty. Let's focus on what we're here.
As you say, Boss Bird. Hey, that's your old friend, right? Wait, what was his name? Lawrence Lamont?
Lewis.
To be honest, Sonny, I always thought that guy's not all...
Nobody's perfectly sane in Clawville, Marty. But if not for this old rabbit, I wouldn't be here today.
Should I thank him for that?
Or kill him for it?
You're reading my mind, boss.
Sonny, my dear friend.
Hi, Lewis. This is my partner. But I'm sure...
You have no idea how happy I am to meet you, Mr. Marty. I'm a big admirer of your...
Pleasure's all mine, Lawrence.
Lawrence. Anyways, so, the legendary chicken police...
Don't ruffle my feathers, Lewis. Those days are long gone. We're just here for the entertainment.
I see. That's a...
See you inside?
I have something to do, my pal, but I'll...
Okay then. Catch you later, pal.
Honestly, I think these types of women only see faceless tuxedos, cufflinks, and wallets. And in the middle...
Don't be so radical, Marty. They're women. They live by...
That was kinda deep.
It's not. Just bullshit. There's more where that came from.
Ooh, teach me, Master.
When you're old and wise like me, you'll realize none of it is worth a damn thing.
Wait, that was deep again, right?
Maybe it was, Marty. Maybe it was.
Amazing.
Let's not bother her.
Okay, boss. Do you remember when the Clawville Chronicle was a really high...
You mean when they wrote something about us?
Yeah. What is that?
No, they got bored with us, Marty. And to be honest...
But still, here we are working together again.
Yeah, hilarious.
Huh, I like...
Why is that?
I don't know. 'Cause it's moving.
You're a simple bird, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Howdy, pal.
Gentlemen, how can I help you on this wonderful, chilly night?
We're expected in the VIP lounge.
My apologies, but I don't remember ever seeing you gentlemen here before.
Stop right there, big guy. I get it. Yeah, I know exactly how this works. So...
Nothing's easier, sir. Are you on the list?
The list? Yeah, I've...
don't tell me you
I'm afraid I did, Marty. Sorry, big guy, but I'm pretty sure we're not.
That's a shame. I'm really sorry, sirs. In that case, you can't come here.
Yeah, right.
My pleasure, gentlemen.
Jeez, look at that guy.
That's not a guy. That's a demon. Straight from the dog-eared...
Yeah, I bet his name's Bill.
Nah, he's definitely a...
$5 for Bill?
Okay, I'm in. Say, big guy, you know Mr. Lewis?
But of course. Mr. Hayworth is an impeccable gentleman.
Is that so? Good to know.
I'm afraid that is all.
Look, I really don't want any trouble.
It is even more inconvenient for me, sir, but this place doesn't like coppers. Forgive this slang. I can't let just anybody...
Listen here, you cow. Do you have any idea who we are? You ever read...
Of course, I know who you are, sir. I read the news and more, and I must admit it's an honor to meet you in person, Mr. Santino Featherland and Mr. Marty Mach...
Oh my God, not the books again.
So it would be terribly inconvenient for me if I...
What did you just say?
Relax, Marty. This guy has chicks like you for breakfast. Thanks for the information, pal.
Thank you for understanding, gentlemen. And forgive me for...
No problem, Shakespeare. What can you tell me about the First Lady of the place?
You mean Miss Natasha Katsek?
You're right on point, pal.
Nothing you don't know already, sir.
Just try me.
Well, she owns the place.
And, that's it? Well, that's,
Pardon, monsieur, but I'm not permitted to say anything more.
look at that.
It is, Marty. A brand new 942 Silver Hawk. And
Of all that's furry.
maybe it's Ibn Wessler's. I get...
Yeah, he sounds like a fellow who drives around in one of these. Lucky bastard. You know?
The girls?
New Year's Eve's once a year, right? And we're not...
Have I asked how Laura's doing?
Whoa, hey, I was just kidding, okay? My relationship with...
Interesting taste you've got.
Feathers, scales, or dermal armor, a lady's a lady, my friend.
Thank the wild gods for self-sacrificing gentlemen like... Molly. That fella's built like a brick shithouse. I don't think we'll be able to just sneak past.
Wanna bet?
Not today, Marty. Remember, we must avoid...
Okay. It's okay, Bertha. Maybe next...
What was that?
Nothing. Just the wit.
Did you bring Big Bertha with you?
Gods, no. What are you thinking? What idiot would bring a shotgun?
Was that a rhetorical question? Look, Lewis. That bouncer over there.
Well, yes. He is a bit intimidating, but his...
Yes, indeed, but it seems tonight we're not on it.
Oh! Oh! I get it. You'd like to go...
Yeah, something like that.
No problem at all. Come with me, I'll...
Much obliged, pal.
Yeah, thanks, Bunny.
Excuse me.
Ah, jeez, what the hell's wrong with you, Mark?
What? Did I say something wrong? Is Lucas really such a big...
Lewis, and yet...
Sir! How'd you...
Everything's fine, Mr. Ayworth.
Good. Look, this noble pair of...
L'Arche-Lamont, sir.
And as for you, you owe me one.
Thanks, old pal.
It was my pleasure to help you, as all.
The jazz overwhelmed us. There was no band in sight, yet the music seeped from the walls like years of cigarette smoke and the smell of spilled whiskey. Behind the bar, Rows of fancy bottles reflected the harmonious voices of pretty dames and the clinking of crystal.
Mother of...
I take you to the nicest places, eh, sweetheart?
Oh, does it mean you're buying, honey?
Don't even think about it.
Oh, men these days. So, we're here to find...
I have a hunch she won't be hard to find. Let's mingle and try to avoid suspicion.
Just like always.
No, Marty, not like always. This time...
A fox is a wolf who sends flowers.
What?
Oh, nothing. I read it somewhere.
Fascinating. I didn't know you could read.
Ha ha ha, very. Remember that old case with the fox and the raven?
How could I even forget?
Absurd, right? All that bloodshed for a piece of cheese.
Yeah, hunger can bring out the monster in animals.
And the wildest and most primordial instincts, no matter how simple.
As you say, Marty. Another Lupus movie. Jeez. Is there nothing today they're not trying to sell with this guy?
Whoa, don't be rude, Sonny. Lupus is a timeless genius. Have you seen Predator City? God, I'm still getting chicken bumps. But wait, who's that next to him?
Cassandra Ruby Faye. Nah, never heard of her.
Cassandra Ruby Faye. Oh.
Watch your blood pressure, pal.
Don't mind me. Just women and guns are my own.
No shit.
think this is one of those movies where the femme fatale gets everything in the end?
Yep, just like love.
Look, Sonny, I know it's not my place, but Laura's father went to that guy when his, problems had gone too far.
You're treading on thin ice, Mark.
No, I just... Look, fellas at the station are talking, you know?
Talking, eh? About what? About why Blood Boil took my badge?
Look,
Good. And let it stay that way.
At least we're cracking this one together, yeah?
Sure. Come to Daddy, darling.
Calling booze darling, it's kind of weird.
Says someone who calls his gun collection his Harry.
Touché. I'll shut.
Good birdie.
Hey, there's Philmar.
Who? Oh, yes. Philmar.
You know him well?
We had some seriously wild cases together, yes. Mainly in Averia, way before Clawville. Another place, and another...
Sounds good. Like the blurb of some cheap pulp.
Yeah, it was the exact opposite. But the old birds... Well, well, if it isn't the great detective...
Blow me, Sonny. You know I don't use that name anymore.
Okay, Mr. Dumbass Alias.
So says someone who tried to go undercover with the Feather Pillow Mafia is a turkey. Right? Mr. Turk came...
Hey, that was a long time ago.
And I stick to my principles and my stupidity. Phil Marlowe, and that's that. Don't rock...
Okay, fair enough. Sorry, I'm a...
I know the feeling, pal. By the way, what are you two doing here? You stick out a bit.
We stick out? Man, you look terrible. Like someone who sat on an electric...
Don't even ask. I feel exactly like that.
You want a case?
5 feet tall, half of that legs. Angelic voice, demonic eye.
Oh, boy.
And you?
Something like that. Just don't know the exact numbers yet. A dame named Natasha. She called us here.
Yeah, she owns the joint, amongst others. Well, good luck, guys. That broad has a reputation.
Any useful information?
For free?
Stop clucking around, Philmar.
All right, but just because of the old days. Look for me after you've talked to her. You wouldn't understand what I have to say about her before then. Don't leave unless you're thrown out, in which case...
Good to see you too, old pal. We'll be back. I was hoping to have missed the main event.
You're a rusty old cock, that's why.
So says the little...
But what?
It is now, all because of you. You should feel...
You know, Sonny, sometimes you're like a...
Just one more.
I see it.
Do you think we're walking into a trap? You always...
You know, I couldn't figure out.
Then the trouble is bigger than I...
Just take care of yourselves.
Oh, that's never happened.
Yeah, this crazy cock even sleeps with his.
You're welcome to the club, Brother Bird.
Take care, Phil.
You too, old fart.
Two whiskeys, kid, and no horsing around.
I've never heard... Sonny, you gotta...
Ah, you're right, Marty. Hey, Longface, give me a...
Yes, sir. That wasn't exactly...
Tell me, hey, Breath, have you seen Natasha tonight?
Not yet, sir.
Well, can you tell me anything about Mr. Ibn...
Sir,
What about... Let's see.
But, sir, you haven't... Yeah, stop riding on the details, Big Nose. You do your job, and we'll do ours.
I mean, we're not here for work, of course. We're just here...
Oh, yeah, exactly. Just... Of course. She has pretty long legs. I mean, pretty and long.
We're not here to stare at pretty squirrels.
Remember that other case?
Oh, God.
My mom
is deep. Two missing.
What happened?
Your bottom.
You know,
it is.
Remember that...
Two missing.
What happened?
Your bottom.
You know what?
It is, Marty. This guy is certainly not a gangster henchman.
Of course he's not.
Hey, Mont.
What?
Ah.
Piss off.
Nah. So, where the hell is...
Let's ask that stud over there with those nice gals.
That guy looks way too horny.
Oh, man, your sense of humor.
You just need to get used to it again.
What this is the life, huh? What's this guy do? Real estate?
He looks like a coat hanger to me.
That was... actually...
I try.
Isn't that...
Yes, it is. The great Ibn Wessler.
You think he noticed us?
Only if he's not entirely...
Great. That woman with Ibn.
Maybe in your dreams, pal. Just act nonchalant.
No.
What now?
Is that a
No, Marty.
Hey, Olivia.
Are you talking to me?
It's me.
Oh, God.
What a pleasant surprise. The rooster coppers in
Chicken police. But yeah, Mr. Wessler, you could say.
Sunny Featherland, of course, of course. Chicken police.
Marty McChicken, sir. I just introduced...
Oh, yeah. I'm so...
Hello, boys.
So, to what do we owe this?
Yeah, so, we were, just in the name...
Cut the crap, Marty. All right, we're...
Oh. Nice.
No big deal. Just a blackmail thing. You know, horrifying threats written on the wall with blood-red paint. The usual stuff.
Oh, yeah, indeed. It's, nasty business. But I didn't know Natasha hired a detective because of this simple matter, but...
Mr. Wessler had a meeting with Attorney General Hamtaro yesterday, so he's rather tired. If you would excuse us.
Oh, dear Olivia, it's okay. These gentlemen are just doing their job, right? And if I've heard correctly, then
We've got a few questions, if you don't mind.
I'm at your service.
Nice bunker you got here.
Well, thank you, but it's not mine. Not anymore. But I'm sure you already know that.
All right, Mr. Wessler, let's make this a bit more...
I'm not as exciting as people tend to believe. I grew up in a poor family of many...
I wouldn't call that an average life. Shoe store owner to...
How dare you speak to Mr. Wessler like that?
Leave it, Olivia, dear. It's just...
I'm sorry if I offended you, Mr. Wessler. Shall we talk?
Everybody knows Mr. Hayworth. He's an antique piece of furniture in this city.
Only a bit worn out.
It's not my fault that he's so much in debt, detective. But the name of his family's...
Is that still worth anything?
The name is just their name, of course. But the man behind the name...
You're a pragmatic rat.
Thank you. Look, detective. If you want to know something...
All right, Mr. Wessler. Has your assistant been working for you long?
Are you talking about me?
Yes, I'm talking about...
Let me answer your question then. I've been in Mr. Wessler's employment for 6...
Oh, just routine questioning, you know. Most of them aren't good for anything. Just killing time.
It sounded rude to me.
Yeah, please forgive a detective. Olivia's a...
Wessler's a tricky guy. Unfortunately, I don't know enough about him, so I have to be cunning. I can't... How did you feel when you heard...
Honestly, I found it ridiculous.
And now?
Now I'm kinda interested. But I wouldn't call it blackmail yet. They're just empty threats.
Good point.
Thank you.
No, not quite.
I'm sorry to hear that.
You seem a very busy man. Would you elaborate?
I got a small share in the meat substitute business. If the new product works,
You mean reduce predation in Clawville?
There are such plans. If you're interested, talk to Olivia, my assistant.
Thank you. That's it for now. How are your alibis, Mr.
Am I a suspect? That was fast. But thank you for asking. They're solid.
No need. And no, you're not a suspect. Yet.
That's, weird.
Wessler is tougher than I thought. And he's secretive. Don't you find these messages dangerous?
That specific word is, it's insulting and obscene, and unfortunately, everyone could see it on the street.
I know.
Well, yeah, it's unpleasant but no threat in itself. I put it down to some jealous showgirl.
Jealousy can be dangerous.
Yeah, most crazies are harmless.
You know that firsthand.
Anything else?
Is everything all right?
Yeah, you don't beat around the bush, do you? Understandable, I guess. Naturally, our relationship is stable and perfect.
I rarely hear such poetry, but I understand exactly what you mean.
So, you have your...
No recent friction?
Wouldn't you like to know?
It would make my job easier.
Yeah, it would only lead you astray. So be glad that I tell you no.
Ibn is quick-tempered, and I can use that to my advantage. I've confounded and softened him with my previous question. The mob boss and the push...
Huh? Are you trying to piss me off, Corpora, so I accidentally let some big...
A simple answer would work.
You know, Natasha, she's both connoisseur.
You don't remember? That's strange.
Ah, yeah. The Millions, of course. It was like another lifetime. It happened right here. Only this place was called the Millions back then. She was a dancer. Behind the scenes, I arranged opportunities for her on the big stage. Yeah.
I guess she was willing.
The next day, she had the club in her neck.
Well, that is romantic.
Yeah, there are many kinds of romance, Birdman. There's cheap and there's expensive.
Do you live in this?
Oh, you're really something. Natasha's a free woman, but mostly, yeah, at my place in Gold Town. But
How often does she?
Yeah, every other week.
I see. That's...
Yeah, if you say so.
So Natasha feels like she's engraved...
Yeah, I know what you're getting at. But I'm 100% sure of her loyalty. She's gone out very rarely since this started, and mostly in my company. Yeah, you know...
Illegal gambling nights.
You got me there. Yeah, you're right.
Always putting it all on the red.
Yeah, you're a real rotten bastard, Sonny. Although, yeah, always on the red.
So, can we meet your lady?
I don't see why not. But first, please...
Thank you for your time. We'll be seeing you.
I have no doubt about that, unfortunately.
Hey, we should grab a coffee or something, Olivia.
Pleasure to meet you, gentlemen. Goodbye.
Oh.
Please, take a seat. The show's gonna start.
Sonny.
Say, Chloe's still lying in my bed, and it's dead.
That was, unique.
Oh, that is cute. Nobody has ever given me such a...
Forgive me, my name is...
I thought so. You look more...
More or less.
Sometimes less is more, Mr.
You were...
Could you be my little furball and fetch me a...
But of course.
Ibn will be back soon. We'll have a few minutes to talk. Then he'll end.
With all due respect, ma'am, we're not that easy to get rid of. Just...
Doesn't matter, he'll do it. That's why I'm telling you. I don't want a scene.
Hey.
I understand. You know, they call him Target Mark.
I don't have time, Mr. Featherland.
Sure thing, Natasha. I'll come to your room. 3 knocks, a short pause.
I'll be waiting. Go.
I knew she was trouble the first time I saw her. She wore danger like a perfume. It was simply part of her being, and it attracted me, like light attracts the moth people. Gee, that is a, unique picture.
Yes, I admit it's a little daring. I keep it. It evokes good memory.
He's got an eye, that's for sure.
Was that supposed to be some...
I don't know. I don't compliment often.
Oh, you're...
I bet you spend a lot of your time staring into the mirror.
Maybe you were trying to be rude, but, you know, that's a...
I was just trying to be rude.
Oh, really?
Don't mention it.
How do you like your bourbon, Mr. Fett?
In a glass. But thanks, I had a couple before I came. I feel like this may be a...
I hope it doesn't bother you if I have one myself.
I get offended if women don't drink in my company.
Oh, you...
So I've been told. Anyway...
Yes. Look, Mr.
It's Sonny. Saves us a lot of...
Okay, son.
So, why am I...
You know, men tend to babble.
It must be exhausting.
It is. But you're not the type.
Is it too banal if I tell you it's an occupational hazard?
Terribly.
So can I start the unpleasant question?
I've asked you here so you can do what you do.
Really? I thought you asked because you wanted me to investigate for you. But if you'd rather...
You do have a sense of humor.
Only if I'm a bit hungover. That's usually...
Oh, please drop the act about being the alcoholic, heartbroken ex-cop, Sonny. It would undoubtedly suit you, but, I've seen you scanning my room.
That's a bit of an exaggeration, but yeah, it's something like that.
Well then, Sonny.
Oh, that's something I don't hear often. With... Natasha is a confident woman. I can exploit that. But I must be careful. Every part... That was a...
I'm glad you enjoyed.
Do you perform here frequently? You're also...
Sadly, I don't have the time. But the stage still calls my name.
So that was all the excitement.
I have many admirers, if that's what you mean.
The picture on the wall is...
Only if you knew how old
I think I'm on a slippery slope.
Come on, don't...
All right. How...
Did you really believe...
You're quite a player.
Life is anything but a game.
Well, you tell me. What can you tell me about Ibn...
You should be more specific.
How did you meet Ibn?
Of course you're intrusive. I was a dancer here in the club, in Anita Jenkins' chorus. When she was in a good mood and allowed it, sometimes I even...
Don't you see a correlation between you?
That's a disappointing...
I am a cop.
Yes, but you're different. You're too...
Am I that transparent?
A little bit. My eyesight...
Seriously, Natasha, don't you worry about the
Of course I worry about it. I'm not stupid. Those who are clever learn to fear. I learned...
Gee. Well, thank you for your... Deep behind the diamond skin lies the truth. It doesn't matter how hard Natasha's trying to hide it. She's... What was in the...
The message itself is not a threat.
But a word again and again is threatening.
Exactly.
So?
You really don't have any idea? Which word?
I guess I do. Yeah.
Whore. Cat got your tongue? Am I right? You heard it. I said what you were thinking. And yes.
Well, thank you for your honesty. Could the threats have anything to do with the danger?
You mean I'm a cat?
Every interracial relationship has risk.
Clawville's a very open and free city, but I guess you see more radical...
One of the most common causes in homicidal and predatory cases, ma'am.
Well, I don't know about that. Nobody ever questioned our relationship openly. We are what we are. And you know, if you're interested...
It must be one interesting relationship, that's for sure. I'm not sure I can...
Maybe one day you'll experience it, Sonny. Have you ever been...
Well...
Well...
That's unsteady ground, Natasha.
As you...
How many...
In all my life?
I just forget it, I don't want to know. Curiosity killed the cat.
I'm just joking. You're not a fool, Sonny. I know that was supposed to be a kind of insult, but it usually rolls...
Fair point. Broadcast received. Natasha is a mysterious woman, but I must gouge out at least one of her secrets. Enough... Let's stop beating about the bush.
I'm prepared for that question, but it's...
You knew very well that if you threw in the name of my wife, I'd come to you, no matter how vague and suspicious the case was.
I really know her. I'm not...
Oh, really? How? Were you a nurse, too?
Don't be rude and so cynical, son.
I'm sorry, but that's me when feline claws are...
Molly is an old and good friend of mine. She has nothing to do with...
Yeah, Natasha, you're right there.
I knew you were a decent fowl, that you would help me.
Don't go there. Flattery.
Look, forgive me. I shouldn't have...
You're right, you shouldn't have. But to be honest, I don't think she's my wife anymore.
I'm sorry, I did...
Really?
I did. I knew...
Luck me. This case is getting more and more What exactly do you...
You are really as good as they say you are. And I'm not
Whatever it takes.
Not exactly, but...
You know, if I didn't see the speck of fear behind the confidence shining...
I'm not afraid.
You're terrified, Natasha.
You must solve this. As soon as you can.
Natasha is a confident woman. That was a remarkable performance. The place is very... Do you think one of... Why deep behind the diamond skin lies... What was in those threats? No one's ever seen... A dark shadow.
I'm surprised you asked that.
Well, I have my habits. Some call my...
The curious way to...
I'm a curious kind of fellow.
I've never been married, and I don't read...
A more dangerous, not serious relationship.
I've never been with anyone long enough for them to hate me.
Love is just another...
So is hate a face of love?
I guess.
No, Mr. Featherland. I came to Clawville with a...
You mean as the girlfriend of Ibn Wessler, the biggest mob boss in Clawville. Natasha is a mysterious woman, but I must gouge... Let's stop beating about the bush. What exactly...
Just one more thing, Sonny.
Natasha?
Please, come to 37 Rochester Street in Flower Town tonight. I'd like to...
I was afraid this was coming.
It's something I keep hidden there. I won't...
Isn't Ibn too dangerous?
Sonny, a woman... I knew you would understand.
Oh, yeah. I understand everything. So...
I'll be there in an hour. Don't be early.
Look, Natasha.
Please, this...
Sure.
Thank you.
Until later,
Goodbye, Sonny.
Well?
Weren't you supposed to be waiting in the car?
I was bored to tears, Sonny. I also thought maybe some...
You thought Natasha had eaten me alive, huh?
Well, who knows? You're such a frat.
I'm too old for this, Marty.
Then next time, leave the dangerous predators to me.
I didn't mean that, Marty.
Oh.
Oh, it's you. How can I...
Look, we really don't want to dig into your personal life.
But what exactly is my relationship with Mr. Wessler?
You don't beat around the bush.
Well, actually, I remember.
I don't have time to chit-chat, Mr. Featherland. So yes, I'm not one to beat around the bush.
Well, thanks for the...
Anything else?
Do you come here often, Olivia?
No, not really.
Well, okay.
You're welcome. You know, Ibn's not as ferocious as you'd think. On the contrary, he's become very different.
I heard. Don't you find that weird?
Sometimes an animal just has enough. Fed up and wants...
What's your relationship with Miss Natasha?
We've talked a bit, that's all.
There's no tension between you?
Oh, thank you for your compliment, Mr. Featherland. No.
Is that mutual?
That I can't tell.
If I'm not mistaken, Natasha has a weekend house.
Yeah, that's right.
Can you tell me anything about...
I've never been there. Allegedly, it's beautiful. Elegant.
Look,
Please, Mom.
Yes.
You don't have to.
That's...
I'm sorry we just...
Not at all.
Excuse me, pal. My name...
Gabriel.
Do you happen to know where Mr. Wessler...
Do you take me for a fool? Get out.
Okay. Hey, Big Nose. Where did Mr...
Unfortunately, I don't know, Big Face. Really?
Say, did anyone ever tell you that you're an irritating piece...
Anything else, dear?
So, have you talked...
In fact, yes. She was, kind of mysterious.
I bet she was. You know, I've never abandoned it.
You're, too old for this shit, huh?
As you...
That's exactly how I felt, too.
Before you leave...
What is it?
The reason I've decided all of this is not worth...
Wow, that sounds...
Take care of yourselves, guys. This case...
Oh, that makes my feathers stand.
Old croakers. You're safe while... Okay, I didn't say...
We stepped into it, didn't we? We stepped into... Of all that's furry.
Exactly. I have no idea.
Those names, all top dogs.
Sure, that's very likely. Anyway, I pried this list out of a dead man's hand. Somebody dropped him outside.
I should have known she was keeping secrets.
Keeping secrets?
Thanks, Philmar. This...
Don't thank me. Maybe I've just signed...
Oh, thank you, sir.
Oh, shut up, Marty. if there's one thing I'd learned during 20 years of detective work, it's that if someone wants to meet you at a remote location at night, you should bring an army for backup. One time, me and Marty were stupid enough to underestimate a situation like that, and we never really recovered. And yet, here we were again, about to step alone into something hauntingly familiar. Only one tactic remained, as the old dogs say. Balls to the wall.
This place gives me the creeps.
I wouldn't say I like it either.
Let's take a look around before we...
Textbook.
I'm telling you, it's a...
Shut up, Marty.
Chicken police. Hands up.
Marty, that's enough.
Chicken police. Hands up.
Marty, that's it.
So, this is the word.
Yeah, what matters is who is it for?
I can't misunderstand that if I wanted to.
We'll see.
Wait a second, did that bimbo put a spell on you? As you used to say,
watch who you're talking to, boy.
Damn.
It's not a good sign.
Maybe she just lost it when she...
Yeah, right.
Do you think it belongs to Natasha?
No idea. Do you think I measured her feet when I was in a room?
Not sure I want to know, but I wouldn't be surprised. Should we take...
Hell no. I'll buy you one if you want.
Do you mean the real cops?
I'm almost certain. My crap.
Damn it. Well, thank God I have a weapon on me.
When do you not have one?
Fair point.
Stop staring at it.
Okay, I just like...
Furry hell, Marty, I don't want to know. Marty, before we enter...
Of course.
It's time to get Her Majesty...
That's what I like to hear.
Let's go.
Hello, my beauty.
Just don't point it at...
Aw, scared? Take it easy. I swear.
Very gallant of you, partner.
What, are you still pissed at me? I'm happy to remind you why you...
I get it. Just shut the fuck up.
It's the nothing.
What was that?
Forget it. Just an old quote from a movie. It means it's... I didn't bring one.
Me neither. What a
Yep.
But you do have a shotgun.
We should have shotguns for this kind of deal.
Is that from an old movie?
No, it's an...
Figures. She was lying on the floor as if she was sleeping. She looked peaceful, almost. The large pool of blood ruined the picture. Poor, delicate Deborah. Maybe...
Wild gods! Fuck Eve!
Yeah, it's her. Deborah. The girl who...
I figured. But what the hell happened? Was it Natasha? Is this what you want?
No. I mean, I don't think so, Marty. She seemed very attached to the girl, and I believed her. Furthermore, she has no motive to kill her.
Did she seem that kind of girl?
She risked a lot simply by coming to see me. She would have done...
Why is she naked? Was this sexual? I mean, there's no sign of struggle. She seems untouched.
This looks premeditated. So far, the messages have appeared in weird places, but...
Well, maybe Natasha's on her way here right now. Or she was all...
Those are possibilities, but we can't wait. We don't have time for guessing. Search the house. Search...
Or they knew exactly where to find it.
I have no idea, but it's something important. Things like that have a way of...
Amen to that.
It's an exceptionally beautiful piece. What does it do?
I have no idea, Sonny. It's so art. This must be Natasha's family.
Well...
Do you think she's from the Stavonians?
Oh, nobody could have survived that massacre. But I'm sure this family...
What is she doing here, anyway? What, an alias? Keeping secrets?
Let's not draw hasty conclusions, Marty.
This...
A human. Mythical creature. Quite the cult in Iveria. The whole country's full of these statues.
Does it mean anything?
They say humans are the keepers of secrets.
You don't think...
Let's take a closer look. Molly loved things like...
How about this one here goes missing?
Don't even finish that.
Damn, just like in the adventure books. Rich animals.
You have a point.
You can't be serious.
Yeah, it's a riddle.
But it doesn't make any sense. Why use something as simple as this when
an idle whim or the riddle?
Maybe. 4 animals into 4...
Think, Marty. Where did we see 4 animals holding something in the...
The message.
Yes, but this isn't about Deb.
It was meant for Nat.
Obviously.
What have we got in our...
I don't know, Marty, but let's get our...
I don't know, Sonny.
Let's hope we can learn something about Natasha and...
Learn something?
Well, I wasn't exactly...
Yeah, figured.
Join the Fort.
Get bribed. Get be... Nice words.
Nice bullshit. Why is it always a lion? Lions are lazy.
Hey, stop.
Why? Aren't I right?
Not every lion's the same. Just like not every...
You got me. I can't even remember what... I can't even...
Ever notice how much bigger the lion and the fox are than the other animals?
You know, maybe all animals are equal, but some animals are more equal than others.
Why the insect?
Many times. It says every...
Did you know there's a theory that the Foundation War was a hoax? That the reptile...
What? Where did you hear that?
I read it in Tomorrow's Word. That's a pretty...
I wouldn't use that trash to wipe my cloaca, Marty. It'll rot.
Well, at least I read something other...
Hey, that was a bit below...
Yep, but...
You got me.
Hello there. What could this be? Maybe a piece of a painting.
And there's some kind of squiggle on it. It's a piece of a painting. Judging by how well it was hidden, I'm sure this is what Natasha wanted to... We should call the department. Anonymous.
Do you still remember the number? I haven't called.
Cretin. Of course I remember. 55.
Is it? Since when?
Since they invented the telephone.
Yeah, of course. No, I knew that.
Yeah, right.
Bravo PD, how can I help you?
I found a corpse. A woman. She's dead. Cold. The address...
Please, would you...
Rochester Street 37. Write it down, and her...
Like a pro.
Yep, like I've done it.
Oh, yeah.
How can you forget a case like that? How many times have you seen...
I have a memory of a chicken, you know?
That's for sure. Now let's get...
A nice cup of coffee a la...
We're not here for the coffee, Marty. Zip always knows more than what he lets on. It'd be...
If he forgave us for wrecking his joint last time.
He'll never forgive us, Marty, but we helped him out of trouble so many times, he's not gonna...
I hope you're right, old bird.
Ah, jeez, boys. Out of 2,000 joints in the city, had to end up here, huh?
Hello to you too, Zip.
I had no problems.
Ah, don't be such a drama queen. We just want to ask you...
And we won't even trash your place this time.
I say let's get it over with very, very quickly, chicken.
Relax, pal. We'll be as fast as a...
I'm not your pal. And you're as far from a hummingbird as I'm...
Oh, come on, Zip. Don't be so hard on yourself.
Damn it, what's the scribbler doing here?
Sniffing some juicy story.
I think I still owe him a great big left hook.
What did he do this time?
Oh, nothing. Just since I first...
I can understand that. Hello, Timothy. Scribblers don't celebrate New Year's.
Hello, boys. What a pleasure to see you. Answering your question, no, not really.
Mm-hmm. And where's the story now?
It just stepped through the door, pal.
Oh, you mean us? Well, I think I'll have to...
The chicken police are back together? I can't let that go without an ink.
No, Timmy, you can. We're not working, we're just...
I'm not...
You'll have to, Tim.
We'll see about that.
Is that rag you worked for still a...
You mean the most read and highest-ranking newspaper of the...
Oh, yeah, that's what...
I see that you still have your famous...
Look what we found, Zip. Beat to death. Who do you think we are? We simply confiscated it.
You sneaky broilers. I'll give you $50 for it.
Don't make me laugh. It's worth 3 times that.
Oh, come on. Give me a break.
Tough luck, Trash Panda.
We also ran into Filmar.
Filmar? Who's that?
A grumpy old raggedy-ass hawk. His manners are even worse.
You mean Marlowe?
Was Marlowe. Now he goes by...
Oh, I see. So that means he's still alive? Yeah, I'm almost not...
He is. And he gave us something that... Look at this.
Holy crap, what's this? The guest list of the king...
Hey, that's not even a bad guess.
What do you make of it?
This piece of paper's from so high up where I've never been myself, boys.
We spoke to Natasha.
Well, it's not good life insurance to be the girl of the most powerful gangster in...
It's not about that. Someone's been writing offensive messages.
I only know that every second husband in the city wants to have her, and every second wife...
Thanks, Zip, but we're not any further ahead.
But not further back, right? So, out with it. Stop whining.
We've just come from the Tsar Club, Zip.
If I can guess one, I'd say, was it His Majesty?
That on, pal.
What a surprise. So, what...
Of course you don't. Just a couple...
Go on, boys. Hurry up, will you?
What's up, Zip? Quiet night, I see.
That's exactly what I asked him when he wound up here. But yeah, he's a regular.
About the riots?
I ain't seen nothing. More cops around.
We're not on duty, Zip.
It's still the same. A cop's a cop. A lot come by, but besides...
It will, Zip. I can sniff it.
If you say so, Sonny, your sense is...
Maybe once.
Huh? What more do you want?
Is it forbidden to...
Go stand around somewhere else in the city.
Do you remember that time when Zip made you wash dishes?
Do I remember? I'll never forget it.
At least you've learned your lesson.
Never. Because your partner won't help you out. But hey, wasn't it?
Well, that's
yeah, right.
So, how about you tell me...
Not a chance, Timbo. The truth is...
Sorry, pal. Maybe next time.
Stop staring at it. You're freaking me out.
Okay.
Furry hell, Marty.
Nice.
Yeah.
You wrote that down?
It burned into my...
You wrote that?
It burned into... How's it going tonight?
Uneventful so far, Sonny. But now that...
What do you mean?
Are you kidding? Last time you shot up a theater.
That was a, comp...
Sure.
Hey, big guy.
Hey, Cox. What's up? Back here so soon?
I'd rather be anywhere else than here, Bosco. But we're sniffing around.
Who? Are you trespassing again?
Who? Us? What are you thinking?
Just an old case. Still open. Not official, but not active either. We're not bothering anyone.
I know. I'm just messing with you. So
You still remember Philmar?
Do you mean Philip? Of course I remember. He's got quite the reputation.
We just met him. Small world, huh? Do you know?
Yeah, as far as I know, he's investigating petty blackmail cases. And sneak...
Anything else? Did he get mixed up in something?
Yeah, I don't know about that. We haven't seen him at the PD for a while. He's usually a frequent...
Possible, Bosco. But I'm not sure he'd want to make the same mistake.
Wise decision.
Listen, Bosco, what do you make it?
Maybe it's the guest list of some fancy ball. These are some rather influential names, the ones I recognize anyway. Movie stars.
You're not.
Are you blackmailing them? Because if you are, I'll gladly accept a night.
Stop screwing around, Bosco. It has nothing to...
Which is what?
We're still not gonna tell you.
Listen, Bosco, what have you heard about that singer?
You mean that little bimbo fooling around with Ibn Wessler? They say she...
You couldn't be more racist if you tried.
Don't misunderstand me. I don't have a problem with cats at all. I'm simply allergic to them.
Good for you. I should have used that excuse myself.
Why? Is your investigation...
What? No, of course not. We just came from her show.
And what's she...
Well, I guess your cat allergy would go away for the rest of your life if you...
Really?
Guess who we met today? In person.
King Hector III?
Even better. The one who commit...
Wait a minute. Hobart...
Damn right. Hobart Ibn Wessler in the flesh.
Wow. And you're still alive.
But seriously, have you heard that he wants to get out of the black market business? Allegedly, he's...
His name's gonna be rather difficult to...
It's a heroic and impossible venture.
I haven't heard about it, but it's an interesting addition to...
Which is?
Ibn's been acting very strange lately, and he left most of his business dealings to one of his goons, Mickey. Also known as the Butcher.
Yeah, we once had the pleasure of meeting him.
That's all I know, boys. I know it's not very much, but it's something, I guess. I'll keep...
Thanks, Mon. Listen, Mon, a reliable old friend
Quite an imposing list. What could those numbers mean?
That's what we were thinking too, and we got nowhere. But you...
Unfortunately not, boys. The names are imposing indeed, but based on this, it could be almost anything.
It must be a secret cult.
It could be, of course, but also anything else. I'm sorry I couldn't...
don't mention it, Mon. Thanks
Or... wait a minute.
Stop teasing us, Mon.
I'm sure you've noticed that all the names in the...
Yeah, of course we know.
Thanks for the observation.
Don't mention it. I'm just a...
We saw a pretty good show at the Czar.
Good for you, I guess.
Natasha. She performed a new song. She also sang...
And?
That's confidential, Dollface. Anyway, I can't help wondering about that woman. Her past is a mystery.
Women like her always have something to hide, Sonny. I think that's exactly what makes men...
I know another broad who's all mysterious.
Oh, yeah? What's her name?
Marty, shut up.
Oh, you mean me, right?
All mysterious, full of secrets.
I didn't even hear that, Mark.
Do we have a file on a woman called Olivia Blackwig?
We don't have a file on her, but there are a few Blackwigs that could be related to her.
Crow, around 30 to 35.
Maybe we have a catch then. Theodore Blackwig was a rather influential banker until he went bankrupt. He died a few years back, but his daughter could have ended up in the same
And since they lost their money, she took a job as his assistant.
Yeah, it would fit the picture. But it's a big city, Sonny. There may be more than one Crow fan.
Thanks.
I'm glad I could help, boys, as always.
We know. We're not even...
Miss Jardine, one of the 7 female officers of the Clawville. Officer Barkman.
Blood boils in there, and I don't want...
I wholeheartedly agree, partner. Let's avoid... drink that shit, Marty. It's bad for your health.
Sonny, you're bad for my health. Do you remember our old squad
that ended up in a swamp? Huh.
That's...
Truth hurts, Pat.
Never mind.
Do you want to hear some...
Always.
Deputy...
Stupid.
Yeah.
Just...
No.
Right.
It may not be you can
Like,
well,
I hope.
I can't even remember.
It's a very...
Yeah, it is. Blood boy.
You took the work.
So soon?
Sorry, Mon. We're just...
When are you not here for that board?
What?
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Of course,
We'll be quick like I... Do you remember...
Honest?
Sometime...
Maybe.
Yeah.
That's all right.
No matter how big...
Hey, it's not too late to skip.
120.
So...
I don't know.
You're afraid of...
Everyone's afraid.
Even me?
Sometime... If you get...
Could this wreck belong to...
Well, it's a wreck, just like him. So I get...
Everything all right?
If there's something we can do for...
Well, all right.
Come to Daddy, darling.
Anything interesting in there?
Yeah, I think that...
So a piece of a painting?
It's too
Maybe Natasha can help us.
Well, that's true. We could do that, but...
You know what?
Right answer. SN. Could be the initials of a person, a